Hey folks, I'm Tommy NC2010 and you're in Mark Hyder's vlog. And just to say, I hope everything is successful for you. And I want to say this to everybody, I hope everybody enjoys Mark's vlogs. He has an awesome vlog series. And Mark, I hope you enjoy meeting Chris. And as always, big supporter of Mark, big supporter of everybody else. And look, a gun. But as always, I'm Tommy NC2010. We'll geek you later. By the way, what does this mean, Chris? By the way, we'll geek you. We'll eat you later? Are you saying we'll geek you later? What do the three fingers mean? That's my question for you, Chris. And as always, I'm keeping you on the inside. Fact. Back to you, Mark.
That was Tommy NC2010, other known as Tommy Talks. Tommy NC2010, or I've known as Tommy Talks, at the beginning of our video, and today is Chris Pirillo Meetup Day. Oh yes, it's official. We're meeting in Hyde Park. It's gonna be in Hyde Park. That sounds more like Chinese, doesn't it? Hyde Park. Yeah, we're gonna meet in the Italian Gardens. The time you see this video, it's already happened. You missed it. So you could have joined us, but you didn't. Or you could have meet me. You could have meet me. Oh well. Yeah. You're gonna see Chris Pirillo. Oh yes. The next clip will be at Hyde Park, hopefully. Yes, Hyde Park. And Hyde Park. We are from Italian Fountains to meet Chris Pirillo, founder of Locker Gnome Incorporated. He is his own boss. Nice fountains. I simply wait to meet him in this location that I'm talking about, which I'm talking about right now. I'm going to sit down in a minute. Yes, let's sit here. Yes, we're going to sit down now. We're half an hour early, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh! That's rain to me.
No, it's rain. I don't think it's rain. Oh, it is rain.
I told you. And actually, this could. See you later, one. Bye. It's Lily time. It's Lily, triple Lily. Oh, it's Lily time. Oh, hey. Oh yes. Thank you. We are at Italian Gardens in Hyde Park. That's my brother. Hello, brother.
Hi, are you right?
And all the other vloggers watching for a vlogger to come to this park. Oh yes. And including Mark Hyder. Yeah. That's one of my followers. Oh, this is so bad.
I hope someone's recording this on video. It's really awkward. How many cameras do we have? Like, this is a total flash mob.
They're all switched off, don't
One of yours. 3, 4, 5 year old moving. Oh my god. This is like a little overwhelming. So how's everyone doing?
Good.
Being wet. I put my camera in the.
You went to Tesco's?
Yeah,
you know English, basically.
Yeah, I may smell like egg and crests. So we call it an egg salad sandwich in America. So I'm going to educate you on American English. No, you guys.
At least
know
the weather's like.
Hey, that's the same camera that I have, kind of.
I told you about
With a
it.
big lens.
I've told you about it. And I've told you about it.
Should we get somewhere dry?
Yeah. So
Good idea.
under there.
Yeah, good idea.
Just somewhere quick. Maybe under the tree.
Yeah, why not?
Perfect timing, isn't it?
This isn't helping.
Wait. Brilliant. Oh, bacon jerky.
But you got to ask questions first.
I have to ask questions.
Oh, no, I have no questions.
Yes.
I'm just very grateful just to everything that you've done. I want to ask you a little
Oh no,
question.
thank you. I really appreciate this. I will absolutely eat it. I guarantee. But let's move under the tree.
Yeah.
Right.
The trees. I don't want to get everybody wet.
Then ask
We are
questions.
getting wet. And
Pause.
yeah, you're almost. You guys are coming close to Vlogger Fair here. Just we had 1,300 people, and I had this week basically what I just edited the vlog this morning, which will be 28 minutes long, which is fantastically long, but I didn't want to cut anything out. So it was a fantastic experience on British Airways. They were really happy, and I got to meet. Well, I didn't meet him face to face, but the Prime Minister was at the event yesterday. He really impressed me. I don't know what that role is in the government here, but it seemed nice. He wasn't mean or anything. It seems like you guys have your political situation figured out a little more than we do, but apparently you guys have something going. Well, no. What was funny to me is someone introduced themselves and said, "I work for this person as a part of the opposition party." I'm like, see, it's just kind of bizarre to say opposition. Like, in America, that's like bad. Like, you saying I'm a member of an opposition, you're like a rebel, and like that's like a rogue type of thing. So I expect that's good. You have one side and then another. We don't have to go into politics. Right now. So fantastic. Fab. Brill. Which, by the way, was the name of my high school biology teacher, Mr. Brill. And, that wasn't short for anything. It was just Brill. So I'm glad this could work. Wonderful. So. I'd spoken with a couple people at Tech City, which is at one end of London or another, where a lot of startups. Yeah. So I'm hopefully going to meet with them a little later in the week, and people behind me too. Okay. It's a theater in the round. So I also spoke with a few individuals at UKTI, which is an entity. Which, hey, it's a Darth Vader iPhone case. Cool. I didn't bring mine. Mine's just a plain jellyfish, whatever. So, hey, everybody.
Hello.
So, I'm sorry I'm so short. For real. You guys thought it was a joke. No, I am this short. And I'm wearing heels. Not really. But the UKTI, I talked to them about possibly doing something here in London, or specifically in the general UK region, if only because I know that there is as much of a community here as might be over in the States. And I mean, obviously, this is, I haven't even started vlogging yet, so you guys are going to have to like record and tag. Make sure you use the tag so everyone knows, what is it, VLondon or VLondon?
Yeah, that's a great name.
It's pretty fun. So I have every intention. This is starting to sound like a political speech, isn't it? I just need your votes. No, I don't need your votes. I really don't. The hope would be that we would find a way to take Vlogger Fair, that concept, and bring it over here. I do know of Summer in the City, so the last thing I would want to do is like pounce on anybody else and be like, hey John, what's up? He's an angry Scotsman. Right? Really? Alright. So, yeah, Darth Vader t-shirt, you guys know me well. The idea though would be to bring it here at another time potentially. I don't know how soon or how far away, but it is my intention to take that Vlogger Fair concept and bring it to places where it doesn't exist. We had a pretty good turnout. It was difficult to really see in the video. It was a lot like this, only no one knew who I was. So I was the man behind the scenes, and it was a lot of fun. And I would hope to be able to take it to other places. It was like this, a gathering where you have a chance to meet people, and the people who vlog would have a chance to meet each other and collaborate. And that's a concept that could work pretty much anywhere. So I would want to find out more about the vlogging scene and people here. I met Louis. Yeah, the food. Food with Louis. Cute. So now I'm running for 2016. Well, it would be my hope to be able to make some some business connections here, such that I would be able to make an easier transition of bringing Blogger Fair here, having never done business internationally. It's not that much of a challenge, but doing an event is like exceedingly expensive, and trying to do it in such a way that people really enjoy themselves. I mean, we're going to enjoy ourselves today, I think. I hope. There's a few more. I thought like 25 tops. I really did.
Are there a lot more people coming?
Oh, fantastic. Great, we can take them all. And y'all should meet each other too. I mean, because that's the nice thing is y'all came here for me, but the beauty of having gatherings like this is you get to extend, you know, your own personal connections, and you never know what relationships are going to develop from this. So I would expect that y'all are going to meet each other too. But yes, I just wanted to say that I have every intention and hope to be able to bring that Blogger Fair concept to, if not London, then certainly the UK. But the people that I've met with here have been wonderful. I mean, like absolutely wonderful to this point.
Some English people now.
Yes.
Do you want me to pause that, sorry? I need to ask some questions.
People here are younger, not everybody. I'll let you know. I don't want to ruin any surprises for what's happening around me. Okay, go for it. That's good. Nice. Yeah, of course we're gonna have great technology. Everyone's like, hey, look, very close to my heart. This is community. And it's not just about nameless, faceless people out there. Everybody is absolutely, I think, everybody's as valuable as everybody else in terms of the things they have to say. You know, so long as it's positive. I mean, generally, even if you have negative things to say about something, you know, as long as you know what you're putting out there is positive energy, that's a good part of the community. And by doing what I do. And going that direction, that people will something will resonate with them. And I always say that I have more in common with someone that I know in Ireland than I do my next door neighbor. And so I view my community less as it's just Seattle or it's just YouTube, but it's global. And so I don't know. There are people who have far more reach than I do, but for me, it's never about the amount of reach. I mean, sure, it's kind of thrilling, but it's more about the depth of connection that I might have. And maybe for y'all to show up on a potentially rainy day to meet with some Yahoo from, Yankee, am I right? You know, in the middle of a park. That's fantastic. That says that I've done something to, other than the woman who that probably dragged her kicking and screaming because of the other individual on the phone.
I'm still here.
Oh, fantastic! Brilliant.
I have not clear my teeth.
Everybody, so you're all gonna get vlogged here.
Yay!
And as long everyone's okay with being in the vlog, right? I'm in the middle of London right now, vlogging with all my new friends. I think we have about 75 people who showed up. Brilliant! Fab! Epic! Fantastic! Spiffy, right? Spiffy. Oh, spiffy. Jolly good. We're going to be moving to a hotel though because it's raining outside and we're kind of cramped under this whatever it was. There was a wedding here earlier. Not anybody we knew, right? No. Okay, so everybody say your name. Josh. And if you're on Twitter, your Twitter handle? If you're on YouTube? Okay, so subscribe. Oh yeah, God, no! Is set up like a Google Doc, and everybody who's here, if they're recording video or photos or whatnot, we're using the hashtag VLondon, so it's a V in front of the word London. And now that Facebook supports hashtags, that's awesome. But I'll be sure to send that link to everybody so that they can put their links to the YouTube videos, Twitter profiles, any kind of Instagram photos, so that everybody who's watching this video will be able to see the videos that everybody else in our community is creating. Because these people here, they're a part of your community too. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. All right.
Cool. What's your suit size?
My suit size? Oh God, I don't even know. I genuinely don't know. I'm not holding back that information. It's not what.
Okay, who said you Hollywood?
You Hollywood?
Yes.
Sounds like I should know that, but I don't. Who? I know the reference, but I can't remember. Who was it?
Tommy Talks.
Oh, Tommy! Yeah. Okay, so that's why you're asking the suit size. My vest still fits. Oh, thank you.
Oh, suit?
No, my suit right here.
Right, having to check what... Have a check now.
Oh, what? Look now?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a party. I got Lego. All right. Thank you. Lego racers and other goodies. Oh, yay, minifigs. Sweet. And some more jerky. I will not be able to, like on the flight home, I'm going to be so stuffed because I'm going to be eating everything. Thank you. I appreciate it. I really do. And my stomach does as well.
Thanks for Tommy.
Oh, yes, and thank you, Tommy. If Tommy's the one who sent them?
No, I sent it, but it's just...
Vicariously? Thank you, Tommy. Wish you could be here.
Cast. Now we're heading on to... Start again. Bloody outtakes. We're heading to Baker Street, go to a hotel, and Chris is going to do a special TLDR first impressions of iOS 7. Yeah. We're going to... Okay, we're now walking to Baker Street, both me. Bloody hell. Here we're going to Baker Street, we're going to a hotel, and where Chris Pirillo will do a TLDR about first impressions about iOS 7. And that should be with you very later. Yeah. And like I said before, we are walking to Baker Street, and it's easier to vlog when you've got other vloggers vlogging you, I think. I don't know. Who cares? I better stop it now, yeah.
My debit card is one. I've got that one. And if you touch it, and I'll end up charged twice.
And everyone's getting wet. Whoa. Well, hello. I didn't spit that out. Man, out.
As long as we've got everybody updated on our location, where's Al? Al? The only thing is, we may need air, like,
Yeah.
so, I don't know, because I see that unit there, and I don't want to touch it, because otherwise it's going to get really stuffy here. Oh, that open? Yeah. I don't know if it's open necessarily, because there's electronics right there, and it would be bad. Yeah, I think that'd be bad. Oh, absolutely, yeah. Sorry. Somewhere in South America, Brazil possibly. And he said that he was Chris Pirillo, but he spoke in Portuguese. And the Saturday deals out on Locker Room, great. Although, so don't hate me for not being able to ship things to the UK. It's not, I can't control a lot of those things. Unfortunately, it's sad, sucks, because that's the law. And I have to play by the law, unfortunately. Which sucks. Al, you getting set up?
Yeah. I mean, we can get the aircon on before we do the iOS, and then.
Yeah, no, we definitely want to get the air.
Yeah, okay. I'll go on to that, and then when I come down, we can do the iOS. Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, we're just kind of pushing by here, but yeah, that's the only thing I think I really want to do, and I think it's good to do here. So the TLDR intro, and I think you guys know it by heart. But I moved from starting out with tech news to geek news, and that trips a lot of people up because I said it for so long. The reason why I went from tech news to geek news is because it's bigger than tech, and I would be talking about Star Wars, which doesn't really fit into the paradigm of technology. That's more geeky, or I'm talking about Lego, and that doesn't fit into tech. So I figured I'd make it broader, and still do the gadget views, and try to keep it as interactive as I possibly can, and fun and dynamic. So as we say it together, it'll be geek news, gadget views, and answers that you can use. And so someone's going to say tech, I know, it doesn't matter, but that's what we'll try to stick to, the geek news. And so yeah, if you guys send in your own submissions, we've got kind of.
I've done that one.
Now. What's that?
I've done it. Yeah.
Fantastic. I've seen a lot of them come in, and I send it off. So I edit the daily vlog, So that takes a lot of time, but the reason why I edit the vlog footage is because that's the video that I'm recording of myself, and I feel that I know the story that I want to tell for that day, like, or I know the shot that I got that I want to definitely put in, and if I handed it off to an editor, it would take me less time, obviously, but it would also, I think, remove some of that from it. But TLDR is usually shot live, which if the live stream is up, sometimes you would hear, you would see it, because I don't have a microphone up, but I usually shoot that, and then I send it off to Creighton, and Creighton ends up clipping it, because it's still personal, but it's a little more, it's a little more linear than what a vlog might be, so Creighton edits that, and so when I pass on, if you record a segment on your webcam or whatever, and you send it in, we've got a backlog, so you can continue to send it in. I don't know if we're ever going to run out of it, or at least I hope we won't. And it's a good chance of being in the video itself, other than showing up at a London meetup. It's another great way of being in a video. It just doesn't happen all that often. Pardon me. I need to get water. Oh no, actually, I stopped by a Tesco and got sparkling water, which I love in Europe, because in America you have to order this special. It's gonna.
Hey.
Sorry, I'm it's ready to kind of explode, but it's sparkling water, so I'll do that.
Put it on a slant and went. You put it on a slant and went.
A slant?
Yeah.
It's just gonna be a slow gassing. It's horrible to say with a local people here. It's more bubbly here, I think, because I'm further north than I usually am, and the bubbles in the northern hemisphere tend to. I'm speaking out my mouth, obviously. Yeah. As long as I have some water so that I don't get parched. That's the worst thing, is when you're talking a lot, you have to stay hydrated. Although, sparkling water tends to dehydrate you, so this probably wasn't the best idea. Probably wasn't the best idea.
Chris, I've got a question for you about
Absolutely.
vlogging.
Yeah.
I do vlog as well, and I get the whole time issue. But I still notice, even yesterday, on the vlog that's gone up today, there's a guy in the background who walked past me, and he walked past with his mouth open. Who is this guy vlogging himself? It's still not. It's not a common thing to see. How do you find walking around with I've got the same camera, so a big lens, pointing at yourself, speaking?
I tend not to do it a lot in public.
Has someone come?
Not as such.
Okay.
Not as such. Is that right? Is that the right thing to say? Not as such. I think it's more difficult to do in London or in the UK because of cultural differences. And this is something that I've learned in having conversations. It's just not. It may be perceived as egotistical. I'm so important. I'm in front of the lens. But it's to me, that's going to take some culture evolution. And since America exports culture anyway, I think it's going to be a matter of time before it's more accepted. Certainly having something that's a bit more garish, like a big lens, it's obvious that you're doing something. You're talking in video, and as long as you're not turning it on someone who may not be aware that you were even doing that in the first place, which I hate doing anyway, and so I don't, unless I know that they know that I'm recording or anything like that. It's another reason why I don't like recording a lot in public, so you'll see that I'll be a little more
in the car.
About it. Yeah, I'll hold it down, or I won't be out like that. I'll either set it down on the table so that I know what's going on, or I'll set it on something so that it's just going to be me in the frame, because I know it's not just bizarre, but it may make other people uncomfortable, and I don't want to make other people uncomfortable.
Especially supermarkets.
Yeah, and well, the thing with supermarkets too, you got to be careful about going into private property and recording video. That's a big issue. You can get in trouble. Not that they were going to throw you in prison or anything, but along those lines, when it comes to music, I'm also very careful about that as well. And we had something at Vlogger Fair, we just couldn't get the right type of music in time. So the Vlogger Fair music, I wasn't able to record a lot because of that. The music that was playing was licensed, and YouTube is a little picky about what happens with music in your video. So I would definitely recommend not going that route if you can.
Yes, it's license free.
What's that?
With my network, I can actually use music, and it's all license free.
Oh yeah, on the network front, people ask about that all the time, and I'm not a fan of any network, and the reason why is because ultimately this channel is your channel, and I know that there's an allure of the network that you could join and have access to resources, which may be valuable, certainly. And if that's valuable to you, then absolutely. The challenge or the problem that I have with networks is signing any kind of exclusivity. I hate exclusivities, and they will try to sell you on an exclusivity, so you always have to be in a position where you say, I'll sign this, but I'm not going to sign an exclusivity, and if they really want you, they'll be fine with it. If they say, no, it has to be exclusive, then you know they don't really want you. And that's a delineating factor, but over the years, I've signed exclusive contracts before, and they never work out. They just never work out, because the exclusive contract basically makes them feel good that you can't go anywhere. And so you're with them, and so they don't need to do anything for you until it's time to renew the contract, and you have to watch that very carefully. Exclusivities are very, and it seems to be commonplace, especially with networks that may be a bit more, how do I put it, cavalier, or I like machinima as the idea of a network, but I think they really hurt themselves by locking especially younger kids in on contracts and basically owning them, and I think that's wrong morally. I think it goes against the ethos of what makes YouTube beautiful, and that is community. The other network that I was asked constantly, like, are you going to join Rev 3? Are you going to join Revision 3? And the answer is no, because every contract they signed was a dummy contract. I'd be a dummy to sign it. Exclusivity and the question of whether or not they really could deliver what they said they could deliver. So ultimately with networks, they can give you access to assets that you might be able to use, but at what cost? And you always have to like constantly think through that. So anything that I do tends to be non-exclusive. But part of adding the blog to the channel, like where I was normally doing tech and putting it into the same channel, part of that plan around it, thank you, Al, lifesaver over here, you guys follow him on YouTube, and Twitter too. Everybody should follow each other now, because you all know each other, kind of ish. I don't know the next time I'll be in London either, so don't have to wait for me. You can have an honorable. You can here. You can make a little here. I'll make a little Chris Pirillo action figure, send it over here, and put it in the center of the room, pretend I'm here. The part of putting the blog into the Locker Gnome YouTube channel, it's less Locker Gnome and it's more Chris Pirillo, and that's what I've learned over time. And I've been fighting that. Many people don't know that, and I don't really talk about it openly. And it's fine. If you guys want to record video, take video. This is your experience. This is not my experience. This is. I'm here for you. I'm not here for me. Okay. I want to make that very clear. The putting it out there, any type of content. Ultimately, people will watch the stuff that I do not because of the stuff necessarily, but because it's me. And you'll find that when you put your personality out there on YouTube or social, anything in social, that's what's going to happen. There are people who certainly will come for information. Like if I do a video on the videos that track higher, tend not to be from the community, but people searching on YouTube for Nexus 4 review or Omni treadmill. They're looking for that information, and then that video will pop up, and that's potentially how many people discover. And people have discovered me for some of the bigger videos like the Windows XP versus Windows Vista from back in the day, or live unboxing or something, which is great. But ultimately, I didn't want that. I don't want to be people necessarily coming to me for that content, because I know that I have a greater value that I can offer back. So for years I did Gnome Decks, which was a complete disconnect almost from everything else that I was doing, which is almost like a TED or a TEDx. That's the easiest way to explain it. And that's one of the reasons why I'm not doing it anymore, because TEDx works and people know it. I'm like, okay, well, I've kind of lost the value in terms of putting that out there. But I knew that I wanted to do more with the relationships that I had, meeting fantastic people who were doing fantastic things. Like yesterday, oh my god. So, and I mentioned this to a couple people here, but I met the woman who created the sci-fi channel. So I was like totally geeking out. Like she felt like a rock star. I'm like, created the sci-fi channel, thank you for Battlestar Galactica. But I also, on stage, and this is the TLDR that went up yesterday, was Evan from Raspberry Pi. That was amazing. Really nice guy. Like, genuinely nice guy, which is why he was socially awkward, I guess. He didn't shake the guy's hand when he went on stage, and some people were commenting. He's like, oh, what a douche. I'm like, no, he's just socially inept. He's a geek. Hello. Which I get. I'm that way too. We're all in the same space. Literally, physically. We're in the same space. We need to do something in here. We need to do what's that thing Groups do with the dance. Harlem Shake, we have to do that. And then we'll do it, and then you can upload it with music in your own channel, so everyone will have their own Chris Pirillo Harlem Shake video. We'll have to do it though, it's a participation. Adding the blog to the channel and knowing that people may come to me less for, maybe I'm a geek and it resonates, less about technology, maybe we share the same views or you just like talking about it, but it's more, they appreciate the way that I may present myself or try to entertain or put information out there, whether it works or not, because I definitely do not do it for everybody. So Vlogger Fair, the concept behind that is not just to, do an event. I love doing events. It's fun to do. Because I hardly ever took the stage at Vlogger Fair. It was less about me and more about connecting other vloggers together. And that's what I do. I feel I do well, is making connections for people and helping them get to where they want to be. And so other vloggers, people who do video, they'll ask questions like, how do I do X, Y, and Z? And I've seen a lot of them kind of get screwed over by these contracts. They don't know, they've got a great channel and they don't know where to take it from there. And they'll go with a network, and unfortunately that network will screw them over. And if I know them really well, I'm like, why didn't you say so? Why didn't you ask? Well, I don't necessarily personally have the resources to be able to solve their problems outright, because I have to deal with my own problems. But I want to put myself in a position where I can have a team around me that may be able to have, like, this is so pie in the sky, but within the idea of a Vlogger Fair construct, vloggers together with community and collaborating, coming together, almost forming like an advocacy group of sorts that could act as, on a non-exclusive basis, help with relationships as well as intelligence to help those who really have promise. And I've seen a lot of people have so much promise and potential in the videos they do, whether you're talking about sponsorships or partnerships or information, but I don't have that business construct yet. So a way to get to that as a business, this is the business side of Chris Pirillo that very few people get to see or hear about. But my vision is to be able to create that space, as well as help facilitate those relationships for bloggers, so that instead of me always having to be Chris Pirillo, on YouTube, I can take a step back. Just like a lot of actors, when they grow up, they become directors, they go behind the camera, because they've learned their skills, they've done that, they're ready to kind of move on. And as much as I still want to create content, I feel that at this point in my life, I've been doing it for 16 years, I have a bigger value in my career in being a connector rather than a content creator. So I've been riding that cusp and trying to figure out how to make that leap. So Vlogger Fair has been, and this past weekend, the feedback has been amazing. The live stream, if anybody watched, it was kind of half-half, but we did get time to produce. That's why I hate editing videos. So the fact that I do a vlog every day, you have no idea. I hate editing video. And you can look at all my videos and see, that's why I do live to tape. I just shoot right through it. I'm like, I don't want to edit. It takes time, and energy, and time. You only have so much time in the day. But it was an easy transition after I started doing the live stream, because I was able to hit record, and we were able to get that clip and then put it onto YouTube. A lot of the early YouTube videos were crap quality. I don't know where. The pub. I don't know if everybody can enter the pub.
Well, to go now.
What's that? Sure. Oh, fantastic. Okay, fantastic. Then we can do a pub. Let's find.
But anyway, hope you like and share.
Liam, nice to meet you.
Thank you for liking and sharing this video and all my other videos. YouTube. Bye bye.
Okay, we gotta whip through this real quick. Don't worry if we hit. We're
Deadmo vlog.
Yay! Hey everybody.
Thank you.
I haven't heard it yet. Did it go?
Oh, you don't know?